This tape deck with auto flip. Oh, well that's just nifty. So I guess I need to date myself here. I was around when cassettes transitioned into CDs, and something like this, phenomenal. You have no idea how annoying it was to flip over those tapes as a child. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus! My name is Lumo and today we are looking at r/SatisfyingAsF, a subreddit dedicated to things that are just, so satisfying. The circle peg goes in the circle hole, and there is no clearance between the gap and the side of the peg. It's beautiful, it's lovely. So let's just get right into it. Peeled to perfection. This is the ideal orange to me. I don't know about y'all, but I find the just like, what is it called? Like the weird webby white stuff, the orange membrane, vile, disgusting. The feel in my mouth is just the worst. I don't know how else to describe it besides just miserable, awful, and kind of just bad on the teeth. Precision. Oh my goodness gracious, is this going to be Dynam Gen Repair? So I had a lot of clothing get repaired like this as a kid, if I remember correctly. And I was always just amazed that, like, this was possible. Like, you can just sew a Cheez-It into your pants. And, like, will it look brand new? No. But, like, you get to keep your pants, which is pretty good. But just, I admire the amount of, like, mastery that goes into this. And, like, it looks so intentional that, like, just do this to somewhere similar on the other side, and you can make it look like an intentional design element. That's so good. That dough, though. Oh, man, that's a big dough ball. That's a big Grayson. Just puts them all on, jiggles them out, puts them in the oven. That's just a lot of croissant. Those are some genuinely beautiful croissants, though. Like, genuinely, I would love to consume one of those. I wish he would have opened one of them. I'm quite crestfallen that he didn't, but by God, do I want a delicious doughy pastry. Using foam to raise concrete. Alright, so they're placing down... Oh, they're just pumping the foam directly under it to lift it up via pressure? That's cool, but like... what's the long-term ramifications here? Because I can't say I expect that foam to hold forever, especially when it doesn't seem to have covered everywhere. I don't know, something about this just doesn't seem great. Like, cool that it works, and it's cool technology, but just something about this unnerves me. And I just don't like it. You know what else I don't like? There are people who aren't subscribed to Kalbus. That's right. It keeps me up every night. I cry myself to sleep. Inconsolable, unwieldy, slightly manic. So please, solve my issues by solving your issue and subscribing to the channel. None of those statements are true. I'm actually quite mentally healthy, but guilt helps people subscribe. Now, genuinely subscribe if you wanna. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your viewership. So let's just keep on going. These satisfying French pastries. Oh my, that is such a big bowl of dough. Onto the scale, carve that sucker out. I admire baking so much. It's a science compared to my do whatever God doesn't stop you from doing method of cooking. But croissants and like other layered pastries are just such a nightmare to do for me. So I truly admire the ability to just like go through and do all of this in such a like... Is that an industrial butter sprayer? Because if yes, I kind of need that. I kind of desperately need that. Wait a minute, this is the same guy we saw earlier. I can tell by the watermark. Congrats, you got in twice on the same episode, my guy. 10 out of 10. Perfect. Cable management. Biblically accurate Hatsune Miku. Look, we had a server room back when I used to work at an electronics store, and it was a nightmare. If anyone needed to come in and change anything, it was going to be very difficult, if not nigh impossible. So I truly appreciate the dedication and the effort that went into getting all of these in such loving bundles. But you didn't label any of them, so I still don't know what any of these do. Excellent movement of watermelons to the collection point. I genuinely love this, but I'm amazed that there is a channel that is overgrown with grass that allows for the just smooth sailing of melones down the hill. Like, work smarter, not harder. If this is intentional, that's phenomenal. If it's not intentional, though, I'm so sorry that you lost all your crops. Glass masters at work. I think that glasswork is one of the coolest mediums that exist, because you can make a lot of really very interesting functional things, and I think that's genuinely just beautiful, but it's also dangerous, but like in a fun way, you know what I mean? Like, it's fascinating to me, and I genuinely admire the work that these people can do, because it's insane. Like, I want to get into blacksmithing for the fact that it's just fun, but it's also a little bit dangerous like this is, and I don't know, I love difficult mediums. How to get satisfied with a ping pong ball? Well, I've got a few people that can answer that question, but let's see what the video has to say. Oh, that's a good noise. Oh, that's a good noise. Who's that one dude that just went, What was the point of that? Why did you have to subject us to that? I just wanted to watch some balls bounce, and now I have to consider your... What does it even mean? What does it even mean? Optics, the branch of physics which is concerned with light and its behavioral patterns and properties. Oh, okay, so as an artist, especially a games artist, I've looked a lot into how light interacts with things, but it's mostly through the lens of, you know, digital medium. This, however, is wholly real and is completely fascinating. So, if I understand correctly, this is going to create indents that'll give us the pseudo, like, visual indicator for our eyes that it's popping out rather than popping in. It's gonna work like a normal map almost. Oh, come on, pull it out. Pull it out, let me see. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's popping out, actually. I'm shocked by that. I've made a fool of myself. A complete goofster, if you will. But God, that is absurdly beautiful. I love that. Light and how it works is cool as frick. A perfect A I randomly wrote while doing homework. Is beautiful. It's a little amogus. The way they stack water bottles. That is some impressive speed. I always admire, like, line workers who are able to move with such precision. Whenever I watch, like, how it's made, and some dude had to do something like, you know, he's done a million times, and it's just become, like, a well-optimized machine. It's so impressive. Unfortunately, this dude's back is never going to recover from this. I love these wax removal videos. This is actually really cool. Wax is fun to play with, not to eat, unfortunately, but I do enjoy I almost said the feeling of peeling something off, you know? Like, it's very satisfying to just get the knife under there and just, like, pull it up, because it offers very little resistance. It's just like, you get this nice clean sheet of wax and that's it. It's so much fun to use wax and just, you know, mess around with it. It's a glorious little thing, and it also makes my room smell nice. Satisfying. Alright, making the famous dish of spin egg. I think this is like a crepe or a thin pastry of some kind. I don't think it is spin egg, the dish of my homeland. That's so... okay. It was satisfying before, but the fact that it, like, had air dynamics because it was so thin, phenomenal. This pierogi machine is almost hypnotic. Oh my God, it's pooping a log. It's made stuffed crust pizza. I said this on the specialized tools video, but I genuinely find this to be just amazing. How much industry, technology, R&D, and manpower has to go into making our automatic snack machine. Like, genuinely, I don't even mean that to be, like, derivative or, like, you know, talk bad about this. It's insane. It's so cool. We have machines that make us fat. But like in a cool way, said with affection. Blue and green peacock displaying its feathers. Oh my god, what a beautiful bird! Unfortunately, they're also quite stupid and will do this at their own reflection until they attack the reflection. But it's still impressive, and I am amazed. I am amazed at this defense mechanism. Creative solution. Alright, scoop into Goojum all the way down the wall. Are you gonna hit it with like a thing? No? You're gonna honk your little clown car? Okay, that also works, I guess. Not as satisfying as I was hoping, and barely in focus, but just... forgets the... Okay. Never mind, screw me, that's actually very clever. That is cool. Apparently, this is not how putting down sealant works, but satisfying nonetheless. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, maybe share this with a friend who could use a reminder that, hey, mastery builds satisfaction. If you do want more, r/SatisfyingAsF, there'll be another popping up on your screen in just a couple of seconds. But on that note, my name has been Lumo, and I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a great rest of your day.